Hola and aloha everyone. My name is Vabe Virundesi. This is a human development theory tax 2 AD 152. Introduction. Human development theory offers a conceptual framework for understanding the complex process of maturation, change, and growth that people go through throughout their lives. This theory provides insight into the variation influencing human growth by including a wide range of viewpoints such as biological, psychological, social, and ecological aspects. Furthermore, multidisciplinary nature, the study of human development incorporates elements of psychology, sociology, anthropology, and neuroscience. It aims to comprehend people's cognitive, emotional, social, and moral development in addition to their physical growth and change. Understanding the intricacies of human behavior and experience require investigation theory of human development researcher. Educator and legislation can develop ways to help people realize their full potential and obtain important insights into the element influencing development by looking at this theory. An overview of some important theories of human development may be given in this introduction together with information on their historical background, guiding ideas, and contribution to our knowledge of human development and evolution. We may examine interact dynamically to shape human development by using this theory as a lens. Abstract theory of human development provides framework for comprehending the complex process of maturation, change, and growth that people go through as they age. Numerous viewpoints are covered by these ideas, including ecological, psychological, social, and biological aspects. Different theories offer distinct perspectives on the elements that impact human growth, including heredity, surrounding, interpersonal, relationship, cultural setting. By comprehending this theory, research educator and policy maker can apply measures to promote optimal growth and well-being and gain an understanding of the intricacies of human development. Major human development theory. During the 17th century, John Locke was one of the most well-known philosophers and political theorists. His contributions to the current view of limited liberal governance are basic, and he is frequently recognized as the founder of the school of thought known as British empiricism. He also had a big influence on religion, religious tolerance, and education theory. Locke's, Locke's most important work, The Essay of Human Understanding, sought to provide an analysis of human mind and how it learns. He gave a presentation on empirical theory, which maintained that we learn by our experience in the outer world. A mind can then engage in a wide range of analysis, comparison, and integration of various ideas. Knowledge is made up of a special kind of relationship between concepts. Locke's new approach to philosophy, which prioritized the philosophical study of the human mind as a prerequisite to the philosophical study of the universe and its content, quickly gained a large following, especially in Great Britain. In addition to this larger project, this essay contains a number of more focused discussions on important but very different philosophical topics. In political rock, Locke is best known for having favored limited government. His argument is based on the theory of natural rights and maintains that people have duties and rights toward their governments and can overturn them under certain circumstances. He also presented strong argument in favor of religious tolerance. This essay seeks to offer throughout synopsis of every significant aspect of Locke's philosophy. Social and cultural context of human development in Tuvalu. The government of Tuvalu is delegated authority to oversee and manage national affairs, including education, as stipulated in the constitution. One of the laws pertaining to the national government administration is the Tuvalu Education Act. These regulations concern more on education and development of youth and young ones. Dating back to the 1978, the people of Tuvalu have demanded more for their education system, which has grown beyond that what the law currently stipulates. Education is still vital to Tuvaluans' long-term development objective. The law pertaining to education in Tuvalu are separated in 7 main chapters and 8 chapters for a signally topic. It first outlines the general authority of the Education Minister. Next, it creates the Education Advisory Committee, whose role is to counsel and support the developing plans and strategy for the advancement of education. Subsequently, the Act specifies the management of non-government schools and grants the minister more authority over both non-government and local government schools. The minister may issue regulations pursuant to Section 3 and 5 of Tuvalu Education Act. Lastly, the Act establishes a necessity for compulsory schooling and deals with teacher registration and training. Tuvalu is in similar situation to other Pacific Island countries with legislation that dates back to the period of colonial transition. ODD in the Human Development Index. An assessment of nation performing in important areas of human development is provided by Human Development Index. Three metrics are used to estimate it: expectancy at birth, average year of schooling, national income per capita. Energy transition, human development, and energy justice in the southern country. First of all, we will look at expectancy at birth. There's some substantial variation in human development and life expectancy at birth among various populations and locals is one noteworthy oddity. Disparities still exist even improvements in technology, healthcare, and sanitation have typically raised life expectancy worldwide. For example, in some developed countries such as Japan and Switzerland, life expectancy at birth can exceed 80 years, while in certain developing regions or conflict-affected areas, it may significantly lower, sometimes even below 50 years due to the factors like poverty, infectious disease, and violence. Tuvalu has life expectancy at 7 because of limited access to health care. Average year of schooling. To determine where the predicted years of education indicated is, at face value, compatible with academic achievement over time. Even however, until 2010, the average and anticipated year of education were not included in education index, while on the other hand, most of the undeveloped countries like Tuvalu have less than 7 years of schooling due to the lack of specialist teachers and not enough learning resources. This factor increase unemployment and poverty in our particular country. National, national income per capita. The average income per person in a country or region for specific periods of time, usually 1 year, is measured as per capita income. It is computed divided a nation's total annual income by its population. All sources of revenue produced inside a nation such as wages, salary, profit, rent, and other earnings are collectively referred to as nation income or national income. Energy transition, human development, and energy. Energy transition, the human capital and growth potential of developing and emerging nations are negatively impacted by energy poverty. We calculate how access to electricity and the use of contemporary renewable energy will affect human development over time. The industry is going through three significant changes: climate change, security of supply, and energy poverty. Climate change, which includes energy access and equity, displacement and mitigation, adaptation and resilience, while energy poverty, including the education, health, income, and economic opportunity. Climate change has become a justice problem and made worse by climate change, which presents serious obstacles to human growth, especially southern nations that frequently lack the resources adequate to prepare for its effects. This is how various aspects are impacted by climate change. Energy access and equity, displacement and mitigation, adaptation and resilience. Security of supply, advancing energy justice, human development and supply security necessitate integrated strategy that take into account the socio-economic, environmental, and governance aspects of energy access and use. Policymakers may help achieve sustainable development, reduce poverty, and improve global energy security by promoting access to clean, sustainable energy resources. Energy poverty, including education, health, income, and economic opportunity. Human development is significantly impacted by energy poverty, which is defined as not having access to modern energy services like power and clean cooking facilities. Fred Iceberg theory. Sigmund Freud, regarded as the founder of psychoanalysis, was born on May 6, 1856 in Pripyat, Czech Republic, which was then a part of the Austrian Empire. He was the eldest of the 8 children in a Jewish family. Fred had intended to break this law, but he gradually developed a fascination with medicine. In 1881 he obtained his MD from the University of Vienna, where he had entered in 1873. His primary research interested were in natural and neuropathology. His study focused on the psychological causes and manifestation of hysteria, thought perception, which is conscious, shows that it floats about water. The aspect the aspect cause of memory stored knowledge is preconscious conscious because it's get under or above the water level, while instinct fear selfish motive is unconscious because it's the bottom part of the iceberg where it have access lot of water. Fred passed away in London on September 23, 1939, but his influence of psychology and culture remained profound and pervasive. Erikson theory. From birth to adulthood, Erikson proposed that each phase of psychology development follow a set sequence in which personality develop. The individual goes through a psychological crisis at each level, which may or may not have been impacted on personal development. According to Erikson, these crises are psychological because they result from a conflict between the individual psycho wants and the demands of the community social. The theory states that acquiring fundamental quality and developing a quality persona are the outcome of successfully completing each step. The echo can employ basic quality as defining strength to go through the late crisis. Missing a step might make it harder to go on the next one, which can lead to a more dysfunctional personality and sense of self. Nonetheless, this phrase can be effectively rectified in the future. Infancy or in stage 1, where is birth to year 1, as a basic conflict of trust and mistrust, where virtue become hope. Trust that basic needs such as nourishment and affection will be met. Early childhood from 1 year to 3 years, basic conflicts between autonomy and same or doubt is a virtue of will. Develop a sense of independence in many tasks. Play age, initiate and guilt, purpose. Take initiative on some activity. School age, industry and inferiority. Competence. Develop self-confidence in ability when compete or sense of inferiority when not. Identity confusion, fidelity, experiment with and develop identity and roles. Intimacy and isolation, love, establish intimacy and relationship with others. Generativity and stagnation, care, contribute to society and be part of a family. Integrity and despair, old age, wisdom, assesses and makes sense of life and meaning of contribution. And these are the two articles found online. Development Psychology 101 Theory, Stage, and Research. Development psychology examines the ways in which our ideas and behavior evolves as we mature involve. If psychology is required to encompass the entirety of life, from conception to death, you can only imagine how large the field is. Like any other branch of psychology, it has sparked lively discussed and produced intriguing case study. A critique of State's theory of human development. The majority of psychological explain of human development diverge from behavior analysis. According to theories of development stage, it is important to focus on what children are likely to do and approximately what is the process, which is mostly unknown. Many of the observation behavioral phenomena that are important in development are typically missed by those who concentrate on development of hypothetical structure. I think that's all from here and thank you for your time.